Good morning, everyone. Good morning to everybody. How's everybody doing? Good morning. God bless everybody in my country of Mexico. God bless everybody in the city of Tijuana. And also, of course, God bless the United States of America. Good morning to everyone. How you guys doing? Update on caravan, but this is something that has been happening since the caravan started, and this is a message for all the people that they are involved in the caravan, and that they're insulting our food. Not all of them are like that. Clarifying this, not all of them are like that. But a lot of them are, still being ungrateful to the little things that Mexico has to offer for them. How's everybody doing? Good morning to everybody. I'm Oscar Blue. God bless you all. And the teachings of life, when we live in a third world class country like Mexico, a country that has struggled since I was, since I have a conscience, and since I remember, since I was a little kid, our life in Mexico hasn't been easy. It's never been easy. And for a Mexican citizen to survive and to be who he wants to be, he has to work twice as hard for everything. And you got the minimum wage people that they're always struggling to get food on the table and to pay for the education of their children. And also, you have, the corrupt government that takes advantage of us. And we have always lived in this, horrible atmosphere of corruption, of insecurity. And also, they make you think that for you to survive and for you to be who you want to be, you have to do twice as hard to work. That it's not easy. You have to migrate to go to somewhere else to make it, because over here there's a system and there's a monopoly of people already to run the country. But most importantly, they make you think that you're not good enough for the world. That's our Mexican government. And what Mexicans have, let me tell you what our Mexican people have. Our Mexican people are beautiful people. Mexicans, we are beautiful people. The Mexicans, that we want to do things right. We are hardworking people. We love our food. We love our customs. We love our women. We love our beautiful history also. Aztec history. Our revolutionary idols. And our revolutionary, revolutionary pioneers. And also our history of our country. Our people. Our music. Like the United States of America. Their people, their customs, their music, their history. And how they became a first-class country, and a country that runs the world. Mexico is a beautiful country with beautiful people. It's the government that makes it so corrupt, and the government that makes it so bad. And it takes a lot for us Mexicans to wake up and to understand that our sovereign nation is being stepped on, and that our country is not being appreciated. We have more than 60 million in poverty, and more than 28 million in critical condition, and more than 68 million without medical care. It's horrible, our country. It's not where it's supposed to be. We are number 2 in the world as a country as more violent in the world. We're number 2 in Latin America for killings of women, and number 3 in the world for child trafficking, and number 1 in the world for cartel activity, and number 2 in the world for farming amapola. We got 4 cities on the top 5 for violence and delinquents, 5 in the top 10 and 15 on the top 50, as I always say. And I repeat myself with that. And we have a president that has more than 34,000 murders in his first year as a president. And Mexicans keep going. And we Mexicans keep fighting. The ones that we love our country, the ones that we really feel our colors, the ones that we woke up late to understand and to feel our nation. The ones that we still think that Mexico one day will become a first-class world country. The ones that we think that we need to start doing things right and putting the example so people can follow it. The ones that we think that we still believe on our nation, that we still believe that there's supposed to be family and family values teach on every school and every house. Mexico is a beautiful country. A lot of people from the world come and vacation. Cancun, Mazatlan, Nayarit, Oaxaca, Chiapas. Man, beautiful, Puerto Vallarta. A lot of Americans live over here. A lot of Americans retire in Mexico and they live over here. And we welcome everybody that comes over here. And we welcome as a country that, you know, needs tourism. And the tourism comes over here because our country is so beautiful and full with beautiful customs. But with all this that has been happening, there comes a subject that is called immigration. And with this subject that is called immigration, there's laws that they are broken. There's needs. There's trafficking of children, trafficking of people. There's trafficking of drugs. There's cartels. There's the organized crimes, and there's corrupt government. Well, all of this, that immigration issue. And right now, as I'm seeing videos from the first caravan that just came, and a lot of ungrateful migrants that they were coming on the caravan, saying that they don't like our food, saying that Mexicans are racist, saying, I hope that you guys, one day you are on the same place that we are, so you guys can feel the suffering like we are feeling it. So you guys can understand how we suffer and how we feel. I hope that one day you guys starving and you guys are hungry. These migrants that they're coming and saying, we don't like frijoles. We don't like rice. That is food for porks. Remember Mrs. Beans saying that's food for the chenchos? And now people, migrants in Matamoros saying, we don't deserve frijoles. We deserve better. We deserve a better treatment. Look at where they have us in these houses. Look where they have us on these places. It's amazing. Amazing. Demanding that frijoles is not good enough. That rice is not good enough. That tortillas is not good enough. These migrants, they don't understand that our ancestors, the Aztecs, were farming frijoles and corn. They're the ones that they started with frijoles and tortillas. It comes in our history and it comes in our bloodline. It is history. That is our culture. You're not only insulting to being ungrateful to us, that we are opening the doors for you to migrate to our country with a legal process, but also you're insulting our culture and you're insulting our food and you're insulting our people. Do you know how many people are suffering right now in Mexico because they don't have a place to eat? They don't have food. They don't have a plate. They don't have a tortilla and they don't have a taco of beans. Do you know how many are in poverty in our country? 60 million. Do you know how many are in critical condition that they will die for a pair of tacos and a roof that they can sleep? 28 million on critical condition. Do you know how many kids are abandoned in our country that they need food, that they need an education? 1.9 million kids abandoned abandoned in our country. And do you know what you're demanding in school for your children? And what are you demanding that you got sick people in the caravan? 9.8 million kids, they don't have resources for education, that they're minors. And that you're demanding medical attention. And that you're demanding that Mexico takes care of you. 68 million without medical care in our country. And we, Mexicans, we don't give up. We tell you, it's okay to migrate. Our government telling you, come in. We can still take you. And after all of that, you insult our food. You insult our country. I was watching a video of an Honduras person the other day, and it made me feel proud. There are still good people on Honduras, like this guy, that he was saying, I apologize. I'm an Honduras citizen. I apologize. Not all Honduras people are like that. We appreciate the beautiful people from your country. We appreciate every food and the beautiful food of your country and the beautiful culture. Those kind of human beings and those kind of people, those are the ones that Mexico should open the doors for everybody, and should help, and should appreciate that they are appreciating our help. The little things that we have. We are not the United States people from Honduras. We are not the United States people from Guatemala. We don't have a vast majority of millions and trillions. We are not a first-class world country. We are not. The little things that we have, appreciate. And we're giving you guys tacos with frijoles, appreciate the little things we have. If we're giving you guys rice, appreciate a little bit of what we're giving to you guys. Like the clothing that you guys were leaving behind in every state that the caravan was leaving the last year. Like videos of you guys saying that every Mexican was racist because they were not giving you what you need. Imagine if every Mexican comes and rises and says, you know, Mexicans, I'm Mexican, but you, Mexican, you're racist to me because look how I live. More than 25,000 illegal, irregular migrants that they have been deported from the United States. More than 25,000 deported Mexicans live in the state of Baja California. You don't see them on a caravan. Demanding food. Demanding this, demanding that. If they give them food and if they give them a taco of frijoles, believe me, they will appreciate it. And they will say, thank you, God, for this taco, for this piece of tortilla that you just gave me and I'm just eating. Because the other guy that lives on the canal, he doesn't have food for anything. He doesn't have food for nothing. He doesn't have a roof. He's living under the rain and he's living under drainage right here on the canal. We are not a wealthy nation with these corrupt governments. We know that we are rich in minerals, and we know that we have the potential to be a first-class world country. But with this corrupt government, we are never going to be. We are never going to be. And mostly, with people being unappreciated of our culture and our food, we are never going to be. It's sad, people, that not only these caravans are orchestrated, not only that, but most importantly, of all these caravans, they need to respect our country. And now you're insulting our food. And then you insult our women and the WhatsApp messages saying, I'm gonna rape a Mexican women so they know how it feels when we haven't done anything to you. Horrible messages. I'm gonna kidnap a kid and take it to the border of the United States so I can ask for the asylum. Horrible messages on these WhatsApp groups that I heard. There's no respect on certain individuals that they are involved in the caravan. There's no respect. They should value our country. The little things that we have. The little things that we appreciate. The little things like tortillas and frijoles. Little things that our people are suffering to eat. That the kids in Mexico will die for a taco. The kids they're standing at a stoplight and saying, "Can you give me some money so I can eat?" And people in Matamoros, migrants in Matamoros, are saying, "I don't want frijoles and rice. I don't deserve this food. This food is for the porks." Amazing how we need to be appreciative of everything that we have. The little things that we have. If it is bad or if it is good. Let's say thank you to God that we have a plate under the table or on the table so we can eat. Let's be thankful to God that you guys have a roof and you're not living on a canal and you're not living on the middle of a drainage sewer like Mexicans are right here in our city of Tijuana. Say thank you that although the conditions are not as you want to, you have somewhere to stay. And they're paying for your process to migrate to another country that you want to be better. Our country is not a first-class world country. Our country is not the best country of the world because of the corrupt politicians. But I will tell you something. I'm sure am proud to be Mexican. And I'm sure have it in my heart that I appreciate every single plate that I was put on my table. It doesn't even matter if that food is from El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras. I always thank God that I have food on my table. I always thank God for every single day that I wake up and I have 2 legs, 2 arms, a mind that I can think and a heart that I can feel and eyes that I can see. So I can continue to work and I can continue to be a better human being and a better individual in society. I'm sure and proud of who I am. And that's how you guys need to be. Appreciate the little things that we have. We don't have a buffet. We don't have shelters like the United States that they serve burgers and Cokes and all this stuff. We don't have that. Appreciate that Mexico is trying to do something for you guys. And it's because of this United Nations Pact of Immigration that the guys that you need to be telling and the people and the organizations that you need to be yelling at are the United Nations. Those are the ones that they're giving you guys the suffering. Those are the ones that they're letting you guys migrate and migrate and migrate and not caring from where you're going and where you're staying and what you're eating and what your children are going through. The United Nations doesn't care if your women get raped, if your children get kidnapped, if there's a smuggler right there looking at your child and saying, "I will steal that child and I will sell it." They don't care, the United Nations. Those are the organizations that you need to yell. Those are the organizations that you need to be persistent with. That organization you guys need to demand. We are trying to do our best over here. I have gone to the caravan. I have taken you guys clothing when you were in Contraviento y Marea to your women and to your children. The men, they can get up and work. They have both hands, they have both legs, they have feet, they're strong. You can get up and work. The women also, but they have children. So I take in clothing, I take in food. You need, right there, do things legally. Teach them, tell them, what are you doing? Why are you trying to run through a river? Why are you trying to swim through a river? Why are you trying to run through a mountain? Help them in a way so they can understand. But all the time, be appreciative of every single thing that we're giving you. Because I'm not in Honduras, I'm in Mexico. And if I was in Honduras trying to migrate, trying to get to the other country, I will appreciate every single minute that you guys are letting me stand on your ground, because that is your sacred land, and I will respect your sacred land. And you guys are not doing that to us. Seeing videos right now that they are a disgrace, disrespecting our food, disrespecting our women, disrespecting our children, disrespecting our land. Come on, wake up. El respeto al derecho ajeno es la paz. The respect for other humans' rights is the peace. Benito Juárez. Let's start from there, and we can move on forward to another things. You want to become a greater nation? It got cut off there for a minute. You guys want to become a greater nation? You guys want to be a greater nation? You guys want to be a great individuals? You guys want all the opportunities? You guys all want all the opportunities that you want? You guys want to move to another country? You guys want to go to the United States? The land of opportunity, the land of the free, the home of the brave. Everybody wants to go to the United States for the American dream. Everybody, my God, everybody. Everybody in Mexico, everybody around the world wants to go to the United States for the American dream. Everybody dreams of going to the United States for the American dream. Everybody in the world. You go to Europe and they will tell you, oh, one day I will go to America. You go to Africa and they will tell you, oh my God, I want to go to America one day. You go to Asia and they will tell you, I want to go to America one day. South America, Central America, Mexico, North America. Everybody wants to go to the United States of America. What do you think that the United States thinks of you walking in through our nation like that? What do you think the United States citizens are thinking of you not appreciating tortillas and frijoles on a plate? What do you think the United States citizens are thinking of you when a district leader comes to you at a shelter and says, I got jobs for you. You guys want to work, and you guys say, no, we don't want to work. When you got your women and your children waiting for a piece of bread and for a piece of food, and you don't like frijoles and tortillas. What is the message that the caravan is sending to the United States? Entering with rocks and sticks and stones? Hurting officials? Speculation of trafficking of children and women? That is the message that the caravan is leading to the people of the United States of America. That is the message. Give them all opportunity. What do you got to offer? Tell me. I got all my heart, Oscar, to offer. I got all my strength. And I got mine, and I'm strong right now. And I know that I can offer the United States a good life. And I know that I can be a good citizen for the United States. Oh, you do? Yes. There's the door. Do it legally, brother. Go at peace and do it legally. Can you do that? Yes, I can. But the majority of these people don't want to do that. They want to cross in a massive number. And this is on being ungrateful. You guys saying that tortillas and beans it's not good food for you guys. What do you want? Pizza? You want burgers? You want fries? When our kids are starving? Our kids don't have not even a plate? I have seen pictures of kids in our bridge selling chiclets with their box on their bottom and their notebooks on their knees, doing their homework and working, 8, 9 years old, and making a living in our country. I'm proud of who I am. You should be proud of who you are. I'm proud of me, Mexican. 100% I'm always saying that. I'm proud. In Viva Mexico all the time. One day we will become a great nation. Great nation when we get all these corrupt parasites and socialists out of our country, and we get a good man running our country that wants good things for his people and that ends corruption and that wants to help our people to be the best in the world. One day, the dream is there and is long and is far away. But there's people that they're going to come after me and after me and after me, and one day we're going to reach it. Like you should be thinking that one day Honduras can be great. And Honduras can be a great country if you get that corrupt president, Juan Orlando Hernandez, from your country. The way that you're fighting and throwing rocks through our officials and telling that the food is bad in our country, this is the way that you should be throwing rocks at your corrupt officials in Honduras and telling them we cannot live in poverty like this anymore. That's exactly the way. That anger that you guys have in your heart, that anger that you guys carry in your body about the injustice and everything that is happening in your country, you should release it in your country and demand it to your president. Demand it to your leader, Juan Orlando Hernandez, that parasite, good for nothing. Demand it. Tell him, why are we not getting good food? Why are we not getting good benefits? Why we live in poverty and injustice? Why? Don't come to another country and tell that over here, because we got our own problems also. We got 60 million in poverty, 28 million in critical condition, and 68 million without medical care. What do you expect from us? First class attention, we cannot even give it to our own citizens, to our own women, and to our own children. Let's be appreciative of each other. I appreciate you coming in legally, peacefully, and you appreciate me giving to you all the attention that you need if you come at peace. And if you come at peace and doing things right, I will always appreciate you if you're coming in peace and doing things right. God bless you all, people. I'm about to leave, getting back to work. It makes me sad that we are living right now at a time that we don't appreciate a plate of food. It makes me sad that we live in a time that we are so ungrateful at the little things that we have. And it makes me confused that we are demanding things that we don't demand on another country, on our own country. How can I go to the United States and demand when they're giving me the opportunity to enter the United States? Not be ungrateful. Let's thank God for a little thing. If you got a 1 peso on your pocket, if you got a dime on your pocket, a quarter on your pocket, reach for it on your pocket and get it out and be like, man, I only got 1 quarter. Another man is gonna walk in front of you and say, I don't even have a quarter. Appreciate every single breath that you are given by life. And let's do things in God's ways. God bless you all. Stay safe. And always remember, peace and love, everybody. Because always, your country's first.